The Lord said to Moses, "Tell the Israelites, you might promise to give someone to the Lord as a servant. The priest must set a price for that person. The price for a man from 20 to 60 years old is 50 shekels of silver. You must use the official measure for the silver. The price for a woman who is 20 to 60 years old is 30 shekels. The price for a man from 5 to 20 years old is 20 shekels. For a woman, the price is 10 shekels. The price for a boy from 1 month to 5 years old is 5 shekels. For a girl, the price is 3 shekels. The price for a man who is 60 years old or older is 15 shekels. The price for a woman is 10 shekels. If anyone is too poor to pay the price, bring that person to the priest. The priest will decide how much money the person can afford to pay. You might promise to give an animal to the Lord. If it is a clean animal, one that is acceptable as an offering to the Lord, then the animal you bring will become holy. You must not put any other animal in its place. Don't try to trade a good animal for a bad one or a bad animal for a good one. If you try to change animals, both animals will become holy. They will both belong to the Lord. The animal you promised might be one that is not acceptable as an offering to the Lord. If you promised one of these unclean animals, you must bring it to the priest. The priest will decide a price for that animal. It doesn't make any difference if the animal is good or bad. If the priest decides on a price, that is the price for the animal. If you want to buy back the animal, then you must add 1/5 to the price. If you dedicate your house as holy to the Lord, the priest must decide its price. It doesn't make any difference if the house is good or bad. If the priest decides on a price, that is the price for the house. But if you want to get the house back, you must add 1/5 to the price. Then you will get the house back. You might dedicate a field to the Lord. The value of this field will depend on how much seed is needed to plant it. It will be 50 shekels of silver for each homer of barley seed. If you give your field to God during the year of Jubilee, then its value will be whatever the priest decides. But if you give your field after the Jubilee, the priest must decide its exact price. He must count the number of years to the next year of Jubilee and use that number to decide the price. If you want to buy the field back, you must add 1/5 to that price. Then you will get the field back. If you don't buy the field back and the land is sold to someone else, you cannot get the land back. If you don't buy the land back by the year Jubilee, the field will remain holy to the Lord. It will belong to the priest forever. It will be treated like any other thing that was given completely to the Lord. If you dedicate a field to the Lord that you had bought, and it is not a part of your family's property, then the priest must count the years to the year of Jubilee and decide the price for the land. Then that land will belong to the Lord. At the year of Jubilee, the land will go to the family that originally owned the land. You must use the official measure in paying these prices. The shekel by that measure weighs 20 gerahs. You can give cattle and sheep as special gifts to the Lord, but if the animal is the firstborn, it already belongs to the Lord, so you cannot give these animals as special gifts. If the firstborn animal is an unclean animal, you must buy back that animal. The priest will decide the price of the animal, and you must add 1/5 to that price. If you don't buy that animal back, the priest will sell the animal for whatever price he decides. There is a special kind of gift that people give to the Lord. It belongs only to Him, and it cannot be bought back or sold. This gift belongs to the Lord. This type of gift includes people, animals, and fields from the family property. If this gift is a person, that person cannot be bought back. That person must be killed. 1/10 of all crops belong to the Lord. This means the crops from fields and from fruit trees, 1/10 belongs to the Lord. So if you want to get back your 1/10, you must add 1/5 of its price and then buy it back. The priest will take every 10th animal from a person's cattle or sheep. Every 10th animal will belong to the Lord. The owner should not worry if the chosen animal is good or bad, or change the animal for another animal. If this happens, both animals will belong to the Lord. That animal cannot be bought back. These are the commands that the Lord gave to Moses at Mount Sinai for the Israelites. The Lord spoke to Moses in the meeting tent. This was in the desert of Sinai. It was on the first day of the 2nd month of the 2nd year after the Israelites left Egypt. He said to Moses, "Count all the Israelites. List the names of each man with his family and his family group. you and Aaron must count the men of Israel who are 20 years old or older. These are all the men who are able to serve in the army of Israel. List them by their divisions. 1 man from each tribe will help you. This man will be the leader of this tribe. These are the names of the men who will stand with you and help you. From the tribe of Reuben, Elizur, son of Shedeur. From the tribe of Simeon, Shelumiel, son of Jerishaddai. From the tribe of Judah, Nahshon, son of Amminadab. From the tribe of Issachar, Nethanel, son of Zuar. From the tribe of Zebulun, Eliab, son of Helon. From the descendants of Joseph, from the tribe of Ephraim, Elishama, son of Ammihud. From the tribe of Manasseh, Gamaliel, son of Pedahzur. From the tribe of Benjamin, Abidan, son of Gideoni. From the tribe of Dan, Ahiezer, son of Ammishaddai. From the tribe of Asher, Pagiel, son of Ochran. From the tribe of Gad, Eliasaph, son of Duel. From the tribe of Naphtali, Ahira, son of Enan. All these men were the leaders of their families. The people also chose them to be leaders of their tribes. Moses and Aaron took the men who had been chosen to be leaders and called all the Israelites together on the first day of the second month. Then the people were listed by their families and their family groups. All the men who were 20 years old or older were listed. Moses did exactly what the Lord commanded. He counted the people while they were in the desert of Sinai. The tribe of Reuben was counted. Reuben was the firstborn son of Israel. The names of all the men who were 20 years old or older and able to serve in the army were listed. They were listed with their families and family groups. The total number of men counted from the tribe of Reuben was 46,500. The tribe of Simeon was counted. The names of all the men who were 20 years old or older and able to serve in the army were listed. They were listed with their families and family groups. The total number of men counted from the tribe of Simeon was 59,300. The tribe of Gad was counted. The names of all the men who were 20 years old or older and able to serve in the army were listed. They were listed with their families and family groups. The total number of men counted from the tribe of Gad was 45,650. The tribe of Judah was counted. The names of all the men who were 20 years old or older and able to serve in the army were listed. They were listed with their families and family groups. The total number of men counted from the tribe of Judah was 74,600. The tribe of Issachar was counted. The names of all the men who were 20 years old or older and able to serve in the army were listed. They were listed with their families and family groups. The total number of men counted from the tribe of Issachar was 54,400. The tribe of Zebulun was counted. The names of all the men who were 20 years old or older and able to serve in the army were listed. They were listed with their families and family groups. The total number of men counted from the tribe of Zebulun was 57,400. The tribe of Ephraim was counted. Ephraim was Joseph's son. The names of all the men who were 20 years old or older and able to serve in the army were listed. They were listed with their families and family groups. The total number of the men counted from the tribe of Ephraim was 40,500. The tribe of Manasseh was counted. Manasseh was also Joseph's son. The names of all the men who were 20 years old or older and able to serve in the army were listed. They were listed with their families and family groups. The total number of men counted from the tribe of Manasseh was 32,200. The tribe of Benjamin was counted. The names of all the men who were 20 years old or older and able to serve in the army were listed. They were listed with their families and family groups. The total number of men counted from the tribe of Benjamin was 35,400. The tribe of Dan was counted. The names of all the men who were 20 years old and older and able to serve in the army were listed. They were listed with their families and family groups. The total number of men counted from the tribe of Dan was 62,700. The tribe of Asher was counted. The names of all the men who were 20 years old or older and able to serve in the army were listed. They were listed with their families and family groups. The total number of men counted from the tribe of Asher was 41,500. The tribe of Naphtali was counted. The names of all the men who were 20 years old or older and able to serve in the army were listed. They were listed by name with their families and family groups. The total number of men counted from the tribe of Naphtali was 53,400. Moses, Aaron, and the 12 leaders of Israel counted these men. There was one leader from each tribe. They counted every man who was 20 years old or older and able to serve in the army. Each man was listed with his family. The total number of men counted was 603,550 men. The families from the tribe of Levi were not counted with the other Israelites. The Lord had told Moses, "Don't count the men from the tribe of Levi or include them with the other Israelites. Tell the Levites that they are responsible for the tent of the agreement. They must take care of that tent and everything that is with it. They must carry the holy tent and everything in it. They must make their camp around it and take care of it. Whenever the holy tent is moved, the Levites must do it. Whenever the holy tent is set up, the Levites must do it. They are the men who will take care of the holy tent. Anyone else who tries to take care of the tent must be killed. The Israelites will make their camps in separate divisions. Everyone must camp near their family flag. The Levites will set up their tents so that they surround the tent of the agreement. They will serve as guards and keep the people away from the tent. This will protect the Israelites from the Lord's anger." The Lord had given these commands to Moses, so the Israelites did everything he commanded.